Hi YouTube, it's Renee. I am back to share my load layouts. I did not finish all 29 layouts. I did 23 layouts, 24 actual pages, but 23 layouts. This theme this time was called Around the World in 29 Days. So the first page that I did, and I posted all of these on my Instagram if you want to go and take a closer look at any of the pages. So the first one was a color prompt, and it was the colors of the Netherlands flag, which was red, white, and blue. So I have this picture of Brian and I at the U.S. National Championships, and this is before the senior men's on Sunday. So this is Heidi Swapp, and then what I just did was I spray misted with Studio Calico splash, and then some gold Heidi Swapp mist, and then just went and got some scraps, and this was already spray misted. I had this badge from JCPenney's when they were giving away the flares and everybody wanted them. So I thought it went good because it was a blue skate. And then this is just a scrap of vellum that I had in my stash. So that was day one. Day two was a plain theme. So I actually had this plain paper, and these are Heidi Swapp, and I forget where these little guys are from, but telling the story of how we almost missed our plane for our flight, and there's my husband looking very concerned, and then Brian and Megan. So that is number two. Load three was music, and I really didn't have any thing I wanted to talk about music, so I just had this page. I just added this die cut. This is going to be the title page for our cruise album, and then I just added these geotags and stars and kind of drew in the path for our cruise. Oops, and it looks like this is coming apart, but it goes like right there. I'll have to glue that down a little better. So that was three. I went off topic, and going off topic is totally allowed. Load four was language, and I went to Defense Language Institute, and someone in our group, our graduation group, had posted this picture, so I took it off Facebook, and then these are scraps, and I forget where these are from. I think they're My Mind's Eye. So I used the cassettes because this is back in 1989. When we used cassettes, I would listen to them in my Walkman before bedtime. So it's just talking about not your ordinary language school, and all the things. I've scrapbooked about DLI before, but I have not scrapbooked the particulars. So this is going to go into my album, but that was a language prompt. Prompt 5 was landmarks. So this is going to be the title page of my Disney album. And then I just took each of the 4 photos. You can't really see the Chinese theater in the background of this one, but with all 4 of the Disney landmarks, the castle, the Tree of Life, Spaceship Earth, and the Chinese theater is in the background there. And so this is going to be the title page. And this is mostly simple stories. Papers. And then 6 was a geography prompt. So I did this page of cave tubing. This is my favorite picture that our guide took of the 4 of us on our tubes before we went into the cave. And this is really old SCI paper. And then the rest of this is from a Freckled Fawn kit. So all of the embellishments are from a Freckled Fawn kit. And it's just really simple, but I just wanted to highlight this photo of the 4 of us. 7 was a food prompt, and this is my daughter Megan at the Beauty and the Beast castle lunch. And you know that saying in the song, I love that song, Be Our Guest. The gray stuff is delicious, and this is the gray stuff cupcake. This is just some paper I had in my stash, and the rest of it's Maggie Holmes die cuts. I just thought it went really good with this particular stuff. So the gray stuff is delicious. It's true. Okay. And then load 8 was a color prompt. It was red and white for the Canadian flag. So I thought, you know, red and white, mini red and white. So what could be better, right? And then I added a little bit of black with the little mini Mickey ears. And most of this is Simple Stories, I believe, like the stickers. This is Moxie, and then I don't remember where I got the washi. It might be some, I don't know. But anyway, it came in my Disney pack. So the kids with Mickey, or Minnie. Okay, so I did really great until load 8. I was doing them every day. And then we got to load 9, which was a train prompt. And I kind of got stuck, and I was like, well, which train pictures should I do? Because almost all my train pictures that I have are of, like, train rides at Disney. So I ended up not doing them. Load 10 was recreation. And so things that you do for recreation. And what I do for recreation is I do figure skating. And I thought I would just do some pictures of me at the ISI Adult Championships last October in Las Vegas. So I just did This Is Awesome. And everything on here is Heidi Swapp, except for these are from the Freckle Fawn. I'm just talking about how cool it was to be with other adult skaters, because there really aren't many of us concentrated in one place. So there was that one. Load 11 was another language prompt, and honestly, these prompts are so repetitive. I could not think of anything for a language prompt, so that one didn't get done. Load 12 was landmarks. So this is another Las Vegas one. More Heidi Swapp. Everything on here is Heidi Swapp from old Michael's paper pads and die cuts pack. This is, I thought this went really good, sparkle and shine, because it's all Las Vegas at night. So these two were from the Rio, my husband and I, and this was from our hotel room, and this is just on the street in Las Vegas. And I just added some Michael's glitter tape to that. So there's that one. Load 13 was a geography prompt, and I was thinking about doing something about Cozumel, but I just never got to it. So load 14 was a food prompt. So this is all Heidi Swapp, and these are from Freckle Fawn Kit, and this is our breakfast at Mon Ami Gabby outside. My mom and I, and then my husband and I, and then some of our yummy breakfast. Like I said, everything else is Heidi Swapp, and we sat outside, and it was just beautiful, and my mom loved it. My mom had never been to Las Vegas before. She had no desire to go to Las Vegas, but after that, she really enjoyed it, though. So that was my breakfast. I'm on low carb, and this was my mom's. It was good. So there is that one. And then load 15 was a color prompt, and this one was red, white, and blue Australian flag. And so I just did more of that spray misting and more scraps, and then I got some gold scrapped vellum. So I kind of kept these 3 red, white, and blue prompts the same. This was my ticket. This is me meeting Charlie White, and then I talk about how my friend and I were, my friend Karen and I were fangirling over Charlie White. I mean, it was crazy. We acted like we were 14. We were like, oh, we met Charlie White. Anyway, if you don't know who Charlie White is, he won the Olympic gold medal in ice dance, and he was also on Dancing with the Stars. And my friend said, oh, Charlie, I loved you on Dancing with the Stars. And then he smiled like that. So it was kind of funny. Load 16 was a car prompt. And almost all of this is from the October Felicity Jane kit, except for these stickers were basic gray, and these were Studio Calico, and this pink bag came from one of my Planner Society kits. So I just had these 2 photos of our Jeep being hauled away, and then I talked about all the things that we'd done in our Jeep, and that how it was getting donated to a local organization that provides cars for people in need. So there is that one. And I just drew around it because it needed something. These are freckled fawn too. Okay, load 17 was a museum, and I had planned to do some pictures on the Minneapolis Institute of Arts in our last visit, but I just didn't get around to it. Load 18 was, oops, these are a little bit out of order. Load 18 was another language prompt. I'm like, really, 4 language prompts? I don't know. The prompts were just too dang repetitious. Load 19 was a landmark. So I had this collage print made of everything in Las Vegas, and I had this Las Vegas paper. So I just added the glitter paper here and here, and I had this printed at Walgreens on red. And then I had these Teresa Collins that I picked up, so I just added here. And this is just going to go in our yearly album. It is not going to go in the Las Vegas one. Okay. So this one was the food prompt. No? I don't know. Oh. No. There was another prompt called geography. I did not do it. Then this was another food prompt. There were 5 food prompts. And this was at Christmas time. Sorry about that. It was a food prompt. And I had these pictures of my husband making pasties. I grew up in an area where the Finnish miners had adopted the Cornish pasty making and made it their own. My sister-in-law, this is her mixer here, she passed away, but my husband is carrying on the tradition. So all this stuff is recollections, except for these little pearls are freckled fawn. But they're all from the Cozy Lodge Christmas pack at Michael's. I just cut this out as tradition. And then I had this giant space here, so I just wrote here that my husband was carrying on the pasty making tradition that he and my sister-in-law had started. Unfortunately, my sister-in-law passed away about 1.5 years ago. So, but he's there carrying on the tradition. So, there's that one. And then the third color prompt with red, white, and blue. I don't remember whose flag this is. But I was thinking to myself, really? At this point, I was like, pfft. So I just did what I did on my other 3 red, white, and blue color prompts. And now these 3 pages, I've gotten all the pages that I want to get done about going to the U.S. Nationals done. And they'll be in my album for January. So I just did some gold splatters. I used some letters from my stash. I had all these photos that I had taken, and I just cropped them down and wrote a little bit about seeing my girl Ashley Wagner, who I like. And then this guy, Daniel Kuhlenkamp, actually, I've skated on the same ice with him because he's local, and I've skated at the rink where he used to train. So, and just a selfie of me and Brian that Brian took, and some gold stars from Teresa Collins. So, let's see. Load 23 was a boat prompt, and I had taken these photos. This is basic gray drift, everything on here, except for these little hearts are Prima, but everything else, and I think this wood grain came from my stash somewhere, but what I wanted to do was, this was our back aft cabin there, and I always get port and starboard mixed up, so I don't know exactly, but it was on like this side of the boat. And then just a picture of me. So you kind of pointing out where we are, and then just what our view looked like from there. Because we took this from the back of the boat. And you can see the boat we were on. And just talking about how our cabin was awesome because it was in a great location. Even though it was in the back of the boat, we only had to go up 1 floor to go to the pool, go down 1 or 2 levels to eat. It was great. So that was that page. And then load 24 was culture and sports. And so I had bought this paper at the scrapbooking store, Pine City, like, months ago. And then this is a Project Life card. And then this is just talking about watching the Vikings playoff game in Disney. I had some scraps here. And then these are Mambi chips to make this title True Vikings fans sit outside. Seattle fans sit inside. Sorry if you're a Seattle fan, but we're tougher. It was kind of actually cool that day. You can see we've got sweatshirts on. For Florida, it was kind of a chilly day, actually. And we met these two guys. One guy's taking the picture. But my husband and I have a bunch of selfies of ourselves at the different games and events. So I want to record that from our trip. And these are like Mambi chips. And I cut these footballs from a paper. And these are Prima. And just some washi. And then, okay, this one was, there was, Low 25 was another language one. I could not think of 3 language prompts. I mean, I could have went off topic, I guess, but I was just kind of not feeling it at this point. So, Low 26 was a landmark, and instead of doing an actual landmark, I did like a landmark day. So, Megan and I went to a movie marathon of Back to the Future Day, and all these papers, like this one, and this one, came from the October Felicity Jane kit, and then just some stickers, but everything else is Felicity Jane. And just my daughter loves the Back to the Future movies, so she was really excited about going to this movie marathon. So she dressed up like Marty McFly, and that's a little selfie of us together in the movie theater about to watch the movie. So there's that one. And then Low 27 was geography. And so this is kind of a stretch, but this is a selfie that we took when Star Wars The Force Awakens came out, and I really wanted to use some like constellation paper, so I'll show this in a haul, but this is Schmel Starshine, and then I just used some stickers, and then I added a few stars. I think I'm going to add those gold Teresa Collins ones in too, but just writing here about how Sean and I, when we were kids, we saw all the original Star Wars movies, and then the last couple years, or the next 3 were kind of disappointments, but we were really looking forward to the new Star Wars movies because they seem to be a lot better. So just layering up some of that vellum, some silver glitter paper, and then some stickers to talk about the movie. And we saw it in 3D. That's why we're wearing those goofy glasses. Okay, now the next one was Low 28, and it is a food prompt. So I did this. Actually, I did this page first because I wanted to do, and I'm sorry for the glare on this photo. These photos are pretty dark, actually, too. And my daughter wanted to go to the Cape May Cafe. I thought that they were the only ones with Donald and Goofy. And she loves Donald and Goofy because they are in Kingdom Hearts video game, if you know what that is. But this is actually a 2-pager. So it will go like this. So I did this page first, and then I added this page to it. I wanted to do just of her because this is the reason why we picked this particular breakfast. And it was an amazing breakfast. It was like the best breakfast I had at Disney. So it was good for my diet. So anyway, there is that one and that one. And then the last prompt was a German flag, which is red, yellow, and gold. And so I did red, yellow, and black. Or, yeah, red, yellow, and black is the German flag. So I had this Moxie paper, and it said Magical Memories, and we have this magic shot of Brian holding Lumiere outside Beauty and the Beast castle. So I thought I would do that, and I added in some puffy stickers that I got at Joann's. So that is the last load. Now, I may go back and do some of these prompts that I missed. I don't think I'll do the language ones. But yeah, those are my layouts from Load, and I got quite a few done. I did not get them all, but that's okay. I got more than I would have if I didn't. I'm working on the last 2-3 layouts in my December daily, so I hope to finish that up soon and share with you guys. If you want to see these layouts in greater detail, go over to my Instagram. It's ReneeH20 at all. Also, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you want to see more layout shares, please like and subscribe. And have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.